Welcome to Farming Aid and welcome to a world where cattle aren't just farm animals. They're living legends. In this video, we're diving deep into the reel of beef royalty, a select group of rare cattle breeds so valuable, so genetically superior, that they're worth their weight in gold. These majestic animals command jaw-dropping prices, produce some of the finest beef on earth, and carry centuries of breeding history in their blood. From Japan's pampered Wagyu to Europe's ancient giants and South America's genetic treasures, these cattle are the elite few that redefine luxury in livestock. If you think beef is just beef, think again. Get ready to meet the most exclusive and expensive cattle on the planet. Among the most revered and perhaps the most famous of all luxury cattle is the Japanese Wagyu. But within Wagyu itself, there's a standout royal bloodline, the Kobe Wagyu. Raised under strict conditions in Japan's Hyogo Prefecture, Kobe beef is a cultural icon and a gastronomic treasure. The cattle are pampered in ways that make even luxury pet care look basic, fed meticulously, massaged to reduce stress, and raised in environments with carefully controlled temperatures and humidity. This makes unparalleled marbling, flavor, and tenderness that is so distinct, chefs around the world refer to it as butter beef. Kobe Wagyu isn't just a meal. It's an experience, a slice of Japan's history and precision. Only a few thousand authentic Kobe cattle are processed every year, making it a global rarity. Its price tag reflects this rarity, with individual cuts selling for hundreds of dollars per pound. Breeding Kobe Wagyu outside of Japan is strictly regulated, and only a few bloodlines have made it into countries like the United States and Australia under tightly controlled programs. The scarcity and mystique surrounding Kobe Wagyu make it an undisputed member of beef royalty. Traveling far from the meticulous care of Japan to the rugged and windswept plains of Italy, we find another legend in the making, the Chianina. Standing tall, literally, as the world's largest and tallest cattle breed, Chianina cattle are the gladiators of the beef world. They are ancient, tracing their lineage back over 2,000 years to the Roman Empire, where they were once paraded in triumphal marches and prized for their strength. But today, their claim to fame lies in the extraordinary quality of their meat. Chianina beef is lean, firm, and loaded with flavor, ideal for traditional Tuscan dishes like the iconic bistecca alla Fiorentina. What makes Chianina even more valuable is its scarcity. Purebred herds are few and far between, primarily located in central Italy's Tuscany and Umbria regions. Even in international breeding programs, finding true, registered Chianina bloodlines is rare. When these cattle are exported or bred abroad, their calves are often crossbred to preserve the genetic pool. Chianina bulls can weigh well over 3,000 pounds, and their impressive stature adds to their allure. They are not just cattle. They are living relics, majestic creatures embodying both strength and culinary prestige. To own or breed Chianina cattle is to own a piece of European agricultural history, and that history comes with a hefty price tag. From the hills of Italy, we head to the green pastures of Scotland, home to another iconic and ultra-valuable breed, the Aberdeen Angus, particularly the elite Black Angus bloodlines prized in American and Australian beef markets. While Angus cattle are more widespread globally compared to others on this list, the purest heritage lines, especially those carefully bred and registered, are in a class of their own. The marbling of Black Angus beef is exceptional, resulting in cuts that are juicy, tender, and full of rich, beefy flavor. In the U.S., certified Angus beef has become a premium brand label, but within the breed, certain bulls and cows with superior genetics are treated like royalty. Some have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction, with one legendary Angus bull fetching over $1.5 million. What sets the high-end Angus lines apart is not just their meat quality, but also their performance traits, excellent fertility, calving ease, and adaptability to varied climates. For ranchers, breeding top-tier Angus cattle is not just about selling beef. It's about producing a legacy that can be passed through generations. While many may consider Angus common due to branding, true Angus royalty is anything but common. It's an elite bloodline of incredible economic and genetic value. Leaving Europe behind, we arrive in South America, specifically Brazil, home to one of the most uniquely adapted and financially powerful cattle breeds in the tropical world, the Nelor. What makes Nelor cattle royal isn't just their adaptability or appearance, it's their dominance in beef production across South America and their remarkable genetic value in crossbreeding programs. Originally from India, the Nelor breed was refined in Brazil into a muscular, hardy, and economically efficient animal that thrives in harsh, tropical environments where other breeds struggle. The rarest and most elite Nelor bulls, especially those used in elite AI, artificial insemination programs, can be worth millions. One such example is Viata FIVFSL, a Nelor bull that stunned the industry with a multi-million-dollar valuation. What pushes these animals into the financial stratosphere is their genetic consistency and the ability to sire thousands of offspring via semen sales, transforming a single bull into a global phenomenon. Top Nelor breeders invest heavily in bloodline purity, often spending fortunes to acquire or produce animals with perfect muscle structure, low fat cover, high fertility rates, and strong hoofs. For tropical beef production, Nelor is the undisputed king, and the price it commands reflects that royalty. Lastly, we head back into the rarefied altitudes of South America, where a little-known breed quietly produces some of the most sought-after beef in high-end markets, the Akashi cattle of Japan, now also raised in limited numbers in Texas and South America. Akashi, which translates to red cow, is one of the 4 recognized Wagyu breeds from Japan, but what sets it apart is its blend of premium marbling and hardy robustness. While most Wagyu are heavily pampered, Akashi are known to be more resilient, combining high-quality intramuscular fat with stronger structural features. Akashi beef offers intense marbling like its black Wagyu cousin, but with a slightly different flavor profile, more balanced, slightly nutty, and incredibly rich. The rarity of the Akashi breed outside of Japan makes it a niche market superstar. In the US, only a handful of purebred Akashi herds exist, with strict breeding programs and DNA tracing to ensure authenticity. Because of the small population, breeding stock and bulls command astronomical prices, and access to Akashi genetics is tightly controlled. Restaurants that serve Akashi beef often feature it on exclusive menus, charging premium prices for even the smallest cut. For ranchers and beef connoisseurs alike, Akashi represents a hidden gem in the beef royalty crown, a breed that combines the old world of Japanese breeding traditions with the entrepreneurial spirit of the American beef industry. What unites all these breeds, whether it's the luxury of Kobe Wagyu, the majestic size of the Chianina, the market dominance of elite Angus, the tropical mastery of Nelor, or the balanced perfection of Akashi, is their exceptional value, not just in terms of money, but in genetics, tradition, and the future of the beef industry. Each breed is a powerhouse in its own right, selected and bred with precision over generations to produce excellence on every level. They're not just farm animals, they are assets, carefully guarded and highly celebrated. In today's world of gourmet dining, sustainable agriculture, and genetic advancement, these cattle are at the center of a revolution, where quality, not quantity, defines success. The demand for rare and premium beef is on the rise, fueled by an expanding global middle class, celebrity chefs, and a growing appreciation for heritage breeds. More than ever, consumers are willing to pay top dollar for beef that isn't just tasty but has a story behind it, a story of ancient bloodlines, remote farms, meticulous breeding, and ethical care. This is why the owners of these rare breeds often see themselves not just as farmers, but as custodians of a legacy. Whether it's a Japanese breeder tending to Wagyu cattle with traditional methods, an Italian rancher preserving the purity of the Chianina line, or a Brazilian geneticist investing in the next champion Nelor bull, the dedication behind these breeds is profound. Investing in rare beef cattle has become more than a trend, it's a movement among elite breeders and investors alike. Just as rare racehorses or show dogs are auctioned off for massive amounts, so too are these bovine treasures. High-end cattle auctions have become spectacles in their own right, with bidders from around the world vying for limited genetics. In some cases, frozen semen or embryos from elite bulls or cows are sold at prices rivaling luxury cars or even homes. It's not unusual for a single straw of semen from a top Kobe or Nelor bull to fetch thousands of dollars. And this isn't just hype. The return on investment is very real, as each elite calf born from such pairings becomes another high-value asset. Yet with great value comes great responsibility. Breeding and maintaining rare cattle breeds is a long game. The gene pool must be carefully managed to avoid inbreeding. Nutrition and health management require precision, and the global climate crisis adds another layer of complexity as breeders must now adapt these elite animals to shifting environmental conditions without compromising their signature traits. This is why research, innovation, and global collaboration have become crucial pillars in the world of elite cattle. Organizations and breeders often work together across continents to preserve these rare breeds, improve their traits, and ensure that future generations can still experience the magic of true beef royalty. Now you have it. 5 extraordinary cattle breeds that stand above the rest, not just in value, but in heritage, quality, and global prestige. These aren't just animals. They are living investments, walking legacies, and the pride of breeders around the world. From the melt-in-your-mouth luxury of Wagyu to the towering strength of Chianina and the powerhouse genetics of Nelor, each of these breeds proves that true beef royalty is born through generations of dedication and excellence. As demand for premium beef continues to rise, these rare breeds are only becoming more prized and more profitable. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed exploring the world of elite cattle, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of livestock legends. See you in the next video.